It's good. SB the Anomoly, Stealth Bomber. Greetings. As you can see, I'm in my dwelling. It's my vicinity, my auditorium of tranquility. Putting together this quick video, and it's basically a result of a lot of people asking me to help them with a certain topic in rhyming, and thought about doing it for a long time, and I just got the urge to do it right now at 1:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Zulu time. Anyway, moving forward, I'm going to talk about freestyling and how do you do it, and I'm going to give people a kind of a guideline to follow when you're doing it, right? Shout out to the Boxer Boys, 2AMG, that there, yeah, 2AMG Studios, Reynolds, Kazi, Joey, Prince. But so basically, what is freestyling? Freestyling in music is improvisation of lines, you know, and the improvisation of you making up lines that rhyme, meaning you didn't write it and then say it. It's not what you hear on CDs and the track list says freestyle from whatever artist. A lot of times artists will rap on stations like Hot 97, like for example when Drake rapped on Hot 97. I mean, I'm not hating on Drake, I think he's actually one of the best rappers to ever make it. However, as you've seen the video on YouTube, he was reading off his BlackBerry. Now, he didn't say it was a freestyle, but the average person would hear that and they would think that it was a freestyle, you know. So, and that's because people have been conditioned to believe that if someone's rapping over a beat that's not theirs or whatever, that's automatically a freestyle. That's not what a freestyle is, right? So, it's a couple of ways to do it. I'm going to give you each part and you just work on it, and as you work on it, you'll be able to do it with no problem over time. Because it can be taught. I mean, like Albert Einstein said, if you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it well enough. So whoever tells you that they can't teach you how to freestyle rap, they're full of it, right? So the first thing you want to do is learn how to tell a story. When you tell the story, it doesn't have to be an amazing story. It doesn't need to be the script for the new, you know, hit action movie in Hollywood. It just needs to make some kind of sense. For example, again, even if it's whack, you could say, yo, I woke up in my bed, scratching on my head. I'm looking at the floor. My dog looks dead, 'cause it's on his back, and it wants me to rub its stomach, 'cause when I do it, I know my dog loves it. Like, it doesn't matter what you're talking about. It just needs to rhyme to a degree. Once you're able to tell a story for about 5 to 10 minutes, that will free up your mind. A lot of people think that if you think hard, it'll help you freestyle. It's actually the reciprocal of that. If you think hard, what's going to happen is you're not going to say anything. You do this like asthmatic breath because you have so many words that you have to spit out, or you just start stuttering because you don't know how to keep your words together because you're thinking about the next line and you're not even done with your current line. So you don't want to worry about that, especially if you're just starting rhyming. You know, I'm not saying I'm the best freestyler, but I've done it since I was like 13. I'm about to be 24 next month, so I have a pretty good grasp on it. I've been in 1,000 battles, and you know, we used to freestyle about chicken wings for like 10 minutes. You know, shout out to Skittles, Focus, you know what I'm saying, everybody from that time period. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. For after you get the story part down, you have to also understand that, you know, it's okay to burn like, you can bend certain rules. Like for example, if you're rapping a certain sound and you can't mimic the sound, you can change the sound if you want. Like let's just say I rap bars. Everybody know I have cars. Let's say you don't have any word to rhyme with cars or bars. You can change it. Like I rap bars. Everybody knows I have cars. And I be around the town. I know you hear the sound. When I come through, you better look at the ground and whatever. You know, I just changed the word from R's to L, right? From cars and bars to sound, ground, town, and you can't really notice it. Now, I don't encourage you to do that every other line. However, you are allowed to do it, and it's And even when people write, they do that too. So there's nothing wrong with it. So change the word if you can't think of a word to rhyme. That's another thing. You want to be in the dictionary, or you want to read a lot, because the more content you take and the more input you accumulate, the more you'll be able to output when you're rhyming. Now, the other part is everybody wants to rap punchlines, back to back, back to back. That's also something that comes in time. Now, the secret to that is kind of like being a comedian. Comedians are funny because they take what's simple to everybody and what everybody sees around them on a daily basis, and they just make it a bigger issue. Like, for example, like I'm on my bed right now, so I'll use my bed, whatever. Y'all cats just practice. You a nigga, but you sound like an actress. Matter of fact, I'ma sleep on you, cause you soft like my mattress. You can't hack it. I leave your body broken whenever I'm flowing. Like my blanket, your spine will be folding. It's so hopeless. You fake like a dildo. I come with the real flow. I'll knock your ass out cause you soft as my pillow. You bend down, like just taking simple shit, pillow, blanket, mattress, and making it a punchline, and with that, you want to use like, as, more. You don't really want to abuse this new shit people be doing, I'm coming through greater, and I'm shooting like Kobe Bryant, Lakers, like the thing that everybody in Young Money does now. Like, you don't want to abuse that. It's hot, but you want to make sure you flip it good, So, but anyway, you want to use it in different ways, Again, I'm not dissing Young Money, but don't abuse it, because some people try to do it like them, but they don't do it good like Young Money. They rap in the street, and every other line is the same thing. I come through, stacker, straight up, clap ya, and I won the championship. Green Bay Packers, like, no, nigga, relax. There's so many words in the dictionary you can use. Like, you don't have to keep doing that same rhyme format every 2 bars. So, punchlines, just take simple ideas and make it a punchline. And your delivery will make it sound better. And if you want it to sound better, it's something called multis. Multis are phrases that rhyme. People usually use that in hooks and punchlines. Rapping amazing, slapping your face, and cash that's be hating, blasting and blazing. Any phrase that goes together, right? So we have the story, right? You have changing the words that you're rhyming when you're stuck. You have punchlines, making something that's simple more complicated than what it really is. Changing from like, more, as, and the whole da-da-da-da, and then one word to describe the whole thing you just said. And what else? You want to work on your breath control, because if you want to rap for a long time, you have to have good breath control. And the trick with rapping a long time and freestyling is, once you can freestyle for like a minute or two, you can freestyle for forever. Like, the longest I freestyle was probably like an hour and 45 minutes. I think it was either in Kamikaze's crib or it was when I was in New York with my boy Omar and Cynic and Demented and Raft. Shout out to the Spade of Hearts crew. And we walked in the Bronx from like Parkchester to, I think it was up Zariga or something like that. We was going to Omar's house from my boy Demented's crib, and it was like an hour and a half walk. We was walking around, playing around on the way. And another thing is, you want to rap on topics. That will help you a lot. If you rap on topics, like me and my boy Skittles used to go back and forth for like hours on anything. Like, if it's the topic is cars, we'll rap about cars for like 10 minutes straight. Easy. And then we'll talk about chicken wings for like 10 minutes straight. And we'll talk about cartoons for like 10 minutes straight. And we'll just stay on that topic, rapping punchlines back to back. And it may sound corny to you, but the fact that you practice in that fashion will help you. Because if you can rap about a car for 10 minutes straight, imagine you battling somebody and they're giving you material by saying things to you, and you just use what's around you and what they look like, and it becomes easy. And we've been doing that for a while, and that's another reason why I could freestyle, the way I could freestyle. So the story, changing the word that rhyme, punchlines, making simple stuff more complicated than what it is, reading a lot, getting input, breathing is important so you can rap for a long time, and picking a topic and sticking to it. Those are the secrets that are not really secrets. Those are the things that people don't really pay mind to, and because they don't pay mind to them, they don't really use them. So they're right in front of your face, but you don't really use them. It's kind of like someone you like and they're right in front of you, but you don't really pay mind to them after the fact. It's kind of one of those things. Well, this shit is essential to freestyling, and that's what separates so many people from other people when it comes to freestyling. Because I haven't really met a lot of people that can freestyle. I've probably met maybe like 8 physically. Like my boy Skittles, Raph, my boy. I've met Matt Ills. He's dope. He can freestyle. You know what I'm saying? There was a cat named Phenom in New York that was nasty. A cat named what was it? I think his name was Supreme. My boy Bones out here. Who else? You know, cats in my swamp squad. You know, like Illuminated, Drastic, Flow Man. And that's really it. I haven't really met so many good freestylers. I mean, I've met freestylers, but they weren't that good though. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, feel free to write them, and I'll respond to them. If you have any doubt in what I can, if you don't know who I am, and you need to hear me freestyle, you're welcome to go to youtube.com/BoxerBoyTV. That's BoxaBoyTV. youtube.com/BoxerBoyTV. I have a 10-minute freestyle it's entitled SB's Birthday Freestyle. I have a 3-minute freestyle with my boy Josh. I have a 2-minute freestyle downtown. You know, so feel free to check those out. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to write them. You know, and this is good for anyone that wants to get into battling. Like I used to love battling. Now I'm more into the music and the writing aspect of it. But if you want to battle, battling is a really good way to come up. You know, just like URL, Grind Time, you know, I mean, there's a lot of different groups right now that are really pushing battling out and getting artists some really great exposure. Over like 200,000 views a video, so that's amazing exposure. It's probably more exposure than the average rapper would get off a song or a mixtape that they make in the crib and put on thatpiff.com or sell on the street, or even if it's free, probably still won't get that kind of exposure. So yeah, man, so appreciate your time. This be the Anomoly, and holla at you, boy.